everybody, hope you're well. So this video was requested by Mills1 and I'm going to be talking about the divine horses of the Zodiac. So I'm going to go through each of these, and I decided it would be best to do this now that they're all released, because for a long time we were just getting, one every once in a while. And now that they're all there, I think this is the best time to have a look at all of them. So I haven't any of the divine horses of the Zodiac at all. Haven't seen Serpentarius yet, so it'll be interesting to see Serpentarius. So the Zodiac horses are divine horses, and there are 13 different Zodiac horses. Yes, there are 13, not 12. Each of them represents a different sign of the Zodiac. On your birthday, the horse who represents your star sign will give you 1/5 element if you have them in your breeding form. On the last day of a star sign, the horse from that sign is given as a free gift to a player selected from amongst those born under that sign. So basically, if you're born under that sign, you have a chance of winning that horse. So when you've collected all 12 of the main horses of the Zodiac, you will receive the final horse, which is Serpentarius. When he wins his very first competition, Serpentarius offers you one special fifth element, which allows you to customize a horse with a fifth element coat of your choice. So the special fifth element is different to a regular special or fifth element because it allows you to choose. A normal fifth element doesn't allow you to choose what coat you get, but the bonuses you receive are exactly the same. There's no other difference to it. So the horses of the Zodiac cannot die, be sold, or appear in the rankings. They cannot be customized. They cannot receive items associated with the breeding. They can't enter the Grand Prix, and they can't be aged manually. They do not count towards the prestige of an equestrian centre where they are boarded. They can enter competitions open to all horses once per day. And they can also enter competitions for divine, wild, and legendary horses multiple times, provided they have enough energy to do so. So this is the first one. This is Sagittarius. Now, the one thing that I need to tell you about all of these divines is if you are born under the sign of that horse, then you get a fifth element every year on your birthday, so long as you've logged in on that day. And the other thing that counts is you have a chance to win it depending on the specific date, so it's different for each horse. For Sagittarius, it's 21st of December. When the daily update takes place, a Sagittarius horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So Sagittarius is one that can breed to get another horse. So she can breed with Scorpio to give birth to Capricorn. So Capricorn is one that's the son of Sagittarius and Scorpio, and if you're born under this sign, as I said, you're going to get a fifth element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. And for this horse, you have a chance to get it on the 19th of January, so long as that is your star sign. Then we've got Aquarius. Aquarius is a little bit different. Aquarius will give you a present on the first Saturday of every month after the daily update, provided you've logged in at least once over the previous 3 days, and you can get Aphrodite's Tears from this. And if you were born under this sign, then you have the chance of getting this divine on the 19th of February, and it also gives you a fifth element if your birthday is that star sign, provided you've logged in on that day. So then we've got Pisces. So she can breed with Aquarius to give birth to Aries, and if you're born under this sign, Pisces will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. And on the 20th of March, if this is your Pisces is your star sign, you have a chance of winning Pisces. So then we've got Aries here. So Aries is one of the horses of the Zodiac. He's a son of Pisces and Aquarius, and if you were born under this sign, Aries will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. And what's more, on the 19th of April, when the daily update takes place, an Aries horse is offered to a player native to that sign. So Taurus. Taurus is one of the horses of the Zodiac. Each day when waking up, there's a chance you'll find one Zeus lightning bolt. If you're born under this sign, Taurus will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. What's more, on the 21st of May, when the daily update takes place, a Taurus horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So then we got Gemini. Gemini's a bit different because there's 2 Gemini horses. So if you have both, then you will get a present on the 11th of every month after the daily update, provided you've logged in at least once over the previous 3 days, and that's a fertility wand. And if you're born under this sign and have both versions of Gemini, the horse will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. What's more, on the 21st of June, when the daily update takes place, both versions of Gemini horses are offered to a player native of this sign. Now, I think it's a little bit unfair that you have to have 2 if you're a Gemini. I don't really think that's totally fair. So Cancer is one of the horses of the Zodiac, and she can breed with Gemini to give birth to Leo. And if you're born under this sign, Cancer will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. What's more, on the 22nd of July, when the daily update takes place, a Cancer horse is offered to a player native of that sign. So here's Leo. So he is a son of Cancer and Gemini, and if you're born under this sign, Leo will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. What's more, on the 22nd of August, when the daily update takes place, a Leo horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So then we've got Virgo. Virgo gives you one gift every Wednesday after the daily update, provided you logged in at least once over the previous 3 days and have an equestrian centre. You can get a 3-day contract for one of your employees from your question center, and if you were born under this sign, Virgo will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. And what's more, on the 22nd of September, when the daily update takes place, a Virgo horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So here's Libra. So Libra will give you a present on the 7th of every month after the daily update, provided you've logged in at least once over the previous 3 days, and you get a Medusa's blood. And if you're born under this sign, Libra will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. What's more, on the 22nd of October, when the daily update takes place, a Libra horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So this is Serpentarius. Okay, so Serpentarius is not what I expected, actually, but I quite like it. It's simplistic, but it's nice. So when he wins his very first competition, he offers you one special 5th element that allows you to customize a horse with the 5th element code of your choice. You receive Serpentarius once you've bred all the other horses of the Zodiac, and you cannot breed more than one of Serpentarius. So it doesn't matter if you collect this whole set again. That's it. You've got your Serpentarius. So it means you can only get one special 5th element. That's it. It's a one-off. I think we've seen the rest of these. I don't think we've seen Scorpio yet. So Scorpio is one of the horses of the Zodiac, and if you're born under this sign, Scorpio will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. What's more, on the 22nd of November, when the daily update takes place, a Scorpio horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So I don't know if we've seen everything now. I think we have seen Sagittarius. There's Capricorn. And Aquarius again. I don't know if we saw Capricorn. I don't think we did. I'm just going to talk about Capricorn. So he is the son of Sagittarius and Scorpio. If you're born under this sign, Capricorn will give you 1/5 element every year on your birthday if you log in on that day. And what's more, on the 19th of January, when the daily update takes place, a Capricorn horse is offered to a player native of this sign. So that's all of the horses of the Zodiac. I think we've gone through every single one of them. I'm reasonably sure. I hope we have. As a set, like an entire set, I think they're interesting. I quite like the art in that, but I don't find them as useful as something like Abelios. Abelios to me is a very solid divine to have. But you have a chance of getting it, even, without really doing anything other than being active on the site, I guess, which is something. So I don't think it's too bad that there's a chance of getting one as a gift. So, it's kind of like, I don't know if any of you've actually won one or not, from your star sign. I'd be interested to know if any of you guys have. Like, I've wanted a Aquarius for ever, and I've never won one. Like, that's doing the junior Aquarius thing, and I think the chances are pretty low because obviously, there's a lot of people on the game, so you could be waiting a long time. But that is the Zodiac horses. So thank you to ClothMails1 for the video. I hope you had a lovely day. Bye.